I got an update for AAPL. AAPL is a stock I've been talking about a lot. Big picture, I think, as I've explained, this stock definitely is going higher. The question is there an option play, enough to make money in? And the answer is there is. However, it may not be smooth, and it will really depend on the power and the pressure. Okay, so I want to make this very clear. This is a stock that could make a good move, and the question is, we need to see how it acts at key numbers. So we're gonna talk about this in this plan today. Okay, so keep it in mind, and you always want to take profits here, right? So if you're in profits, you don't want to let, and the momentum isn't there, you want to make sure, you're taking profits. If I decide to get into this, will make updates on it. But it's not the best setup. But there is something in Apple right now if it shows the power. So let's talk about that. So I'll be explaining some important facts about this. Okay. So Apple is set up to test 148 to 150 from here, but power will be key. And if the problem is, don't forget now, I got the earnings. The earnings are May the 2nd. So the question is, do they want to pop it into earnings, or are they going to just chop it? This is the question here, people. That it's a matter of power to make sure because there is something here. However, confirmation is key, and you also want to see a continue. You want to see strength. If it's slow action moving, you want to be, and this is why I'm also assuming too slow of action moving, it's not good. Now these May 19 calls are pretty good to use. People can use other ones as well, closer options. But these May 19s, I think, are anything in May. You don't have to use 145s, right? Let's go take a look, anyways. So Apple set up to test 148 to 150 from here, but power will be key. The May 19 145 calls could be used. I'll be explaining some facts. Okay, so Apple needs to break above 143 on some good action volume. And good action volume is 5 million on a 10-minute chart. Now, this is the thing, people. I think if we see a lot of volume crushing through 143, it'd be a good idea to enter the stock, to buy some calls. Keep in mind now, this is what I'm talking about here. The next level of resistance, I'd like to see this smash through 144. We smashed through 144 with ease. That's good. Stalling at 144 a lot is something to worry about. Not that it's negative for the stock, but the problem is it could be stuck in chomp. And then, of course, the next key point is 145. Now, we smashed through those levels. There's a clear, this shows power. Here's my guess. 148 is a target that Apple could hit very quickly. And you know what? There's no reason that it cannot hit that. But it's a market thing here. So I want to make clear here, this kind of breakout, we need to assess how we bust through 144. We can get in early if we see the power. But how does the stock bust through 144, and how does it bust through 145? Will be key in determining how easily this gets to 148, and it will require some sort of updates, quick updates. But I want to make this plan here. So let's take a look at the options now. All right, so we are here at the Yahoo Finance board, and Apple closed at 142.27 for April the 21st. This stock has kept its gains. It's chopped. People were calling this to go lower. The fact of the matter is, this stock is still higher. It's just that we had that pullback from the 145 last time, and therefore that becomes again a resistance area. And the nice thing is that these options are trading very well. With the Mays, you neither can go with these 140s or the 145s. Let me take a look, and now you can see there's a lot of open interest over here. So these 145 calls are still very inexpensive, but you don't want to go with anything less than that if with the Mays. Right, I got the weekly options here for Apple for quick scalps. So you got April the 28th. So if you look at 143 calls, you can see there's a lot of trading happening here. They're very nice tight spreads. Right now it's about 90 cents. So with these weekly options, the first thing you want to do is when you're making money, you want to make sure you're taking profits along the way. If we happen to get a pop from the 143 to 144, you definitely want to scalp out some profits. You can buy both, right? You know, some strategies I do is using two different type of options, weekly options and monthly options. But the only thing I'm going to reference right now is the May 19 145 calls. I mean, those could be used more as a hold, and you can also take profits and trade those wells, right? But the thing was with these, you're in more in the closer in the money, so the 142s could be used. The weekly 142, 143, they'll make some good money, right? So if there's power, I'm going to be using, you could use quick scalps for the and we'll have this as a reference too. So we're going to look at these April 28th for this week coming up, in case we do get the pop. This is a case we do get the pop, right? It's all about confirmation. Alright people, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades, I suggest you subscribe. See the Sandro Power Target Trades, going to appear here at the end of the video. Simply click on it. Got a lot of great plans we're going to be looking for. Can the banks confirm? Can they go lower? We'll have to find out. There's a plan for that. Another plan that I like that's very well set up is Tesla and BBY. Again, they need to confirm. The thing about Tesla is it needs to confirm, and it's the same issue with Apple. We need, well, it's a little different than Apple. It's better set up, but it needs power. And you got to listen to that video, the Tesla video. The BBY, again, you'll find this on my stream as well. BBY is another great plan. That's very well set up. In fact, that's just needs power. I mean, that has a high probability to go. As with Apple, like I've explained, there are key resistance levels. If we can confirm at 143 and it looking strong, there's a chance to pop to 144. And the question is, how easily do they smash through 144 and hold that level? And if they do that, we should be able to smash through 145 as well. When you clear the 144, we can be in this, of course, right? But when you clear those areas with strength, that's a good chance that Apple wants to go and test that 148 area. But it's got to show, even when you do that 145, you want to smash those levels with volume. It's all about volume and power. This is the time, because if not, the odds are the stock is going to chop, right? I won't be bothering that. I'll be exiting position quickly with that. But if you do want to hold with some maze, you want to keep in mind the power. First we want to trigger that one thing, and second of all, when we're triggering, we want to see it continuously show power. If it looks weak too long, you don't want to be, First of all, if there's a lot of strength, the only time you want to engage the weekly is if there's strength. If there's not strength, or doesn't look worth your while, then the May 19, the 145 calls are good to use. So you got to keep these things in mind, okay? So anyway, see the center. It's not. I want to make this clear. When I see there's potential in Apple, but it's not a clear, easy. Okay, it's going to confirm at one level, and that's it. It's different this time. We have those two resistance points that I want to see clear with power. We can get in early. Smashing 143 gives us enough of the signals to get us in to see how well we smash the 144 to 145 area. Alright, see the Sandro Power Target Trade. It's going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it and it'll give you an easy way to subscribe. There you have, people, a great update. Thanks for listening. Like the video.